share this.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's your girl, C-WHITT, with a special Friday C-WHITT session. What is a C-WHITT session? I'm so glad you asked. A C-WHITT session is a pop-up interview in a surprise location with a surprise guest. Surprise! I am here with my first ever client, ever in life for C-WHITT, Delta Jones Walker of Atled Financial. Hey, Delta!
What's going on? It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you.
It is great to see my Howard sister, my client, my friend, my financial advisor. But before we go any further, you know we always have to take care of the business. So please give your disclaimer, Delta.
Okay, everyone. Securities and advisory services offered through Woodbury Financial Services, Inc., member of FINRA and SIPC. Insurance services offered through Atled Financial Group at 3801 Ridge Road, Highland, Indiana, 46322. I was going to say 46320. 22, which is not affiliated with Woodbury Financial.
All right. I am so happy to be here. We are in Highland, Indiana, in Delta's office. How long have you been here now? Has it been more than a year?
It's going on 3 years.
3 years that we made that move?
Yeah.
That time, it flies when you're making money. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Financial advisor, making money. And I thought, as we are getting ready to close out,
for my clients.
Making money for your clients. Ping, me included. I'm going to add myself to the number. But April is Financial Literacy Month.
It is.
In Delta's world, every month is Financial Literacy Month.
Yes.
But I begged and pleaded and said, please, can we do a special C-WHITT session just to remind people that you are here as a great resource, and two, just some of the things that we need to be doing on a regular basis, April or no, as financial stewards and those of us who are looking to either get our finances together, get ready for retirement, estate planning. And there's somebody on this live, because we're on like 6 channels, who just doesn't know you. Who's Delta Jones Walker? Who are you?
Delta Jones Walker is a financial advisor that has been in the industry for over 27 years.
Ooh.
And at the end of the day, my end goal is to take a prospect, turn them into a client, and take them where they are looking to go financially. So it's a little work involved, but at the end of the day, people are satisfied with the accomplishments that they have made. And it's a simple process, simple but not easy. And why I say that is because it's discipline that you have to put into the magnitude of preparing for financial wellness or getting yourself in tune financially.
I'm just smiling because these are the things that you have been teaching me over the years, and I will just tell you, if you follow the plan and stay consistent with whatever you're doing, it works. I often, liken the regimen we have with finances to when you go on a diet or when you change your lifestyle. It doesn't work unless you continue to do the things that work. Whether it's eating right, exercising, fasting, whatever you say. Same thing applies to financial health and wealth. So the first consultation with you is complimentary. You help clients to figure out where they are in certain veins. If I was that person that came and said, hi, I'm at 3801 Ridge Road. My name is Chelsea. I would like to have a complimentary consultation. What happens from there?
Well, first and foremost, if you walk on the premises, knock on the door, if we are available to have an appointment at that time frame, we see you right then.
Okay. And
what I think is most concerning for people, this is an uneasy conversation. And with it being uneasy, they are very hesitant, they're nervous, they don't really know what to say, they don't know you because I'm really undressing you financially. But we come in and I can pick up very easily when a person is jittery. So I get them to calm down, just saying, why do you feel you need a financial advisor? And let someone tell me, why do they feel that they need to sit with a financial advisor? Once that information has been disclosed, then I share with them the two distinctly different ways people handle their financial affairs. And by doing that, I let them know, okay, so I've shared this discussion with you. Where do you feel that you sit and why? Okay. So it's just pretty much calming the participant, but at the same time, in some very subtle, non-threatening discussions, let them see how people fall within the gamut, to the left or to the right. Where do you fall? And then from that, then they feel more comfortable to tell you about their particular situation because of the fact they don't feel like you are downing them, but you are talking to them and not at them.
Not at
That's
them.
the best
I like
way
that.
I can say it.
I like that. And you have often said, as we have conversations about, I'm talking with you and to you, not at you. I'm on the same side of the table with you. I am rooting for you to get your financial affairs in order. Now, for those of you who are watching, I don't want you to tune out to say, oh, well, I'm financially good, I don't need to talk to a financial advisor. That is so not the case. In fact, if you find yourself being in a position where you are financially comfortable, it's time to take it to the next level.
That's true.
And here at Atled, you have different services that allow you to do that, from estate planning, wealth building,
retirement planning, accumulation planning.
Okay.
We're going to buy a home. Okay, we're going to buy some real estate. Okay, we're going to do some passive income. We're going to start doing some investing in real estate. There are several different bench points that you need to make sure that financially your house is in order, because if you're going to a financial institution, they want to see your P&L, your profit and loss, where you are in this process. So you want to make sure all of that information is intact. You want to make sure that your budget is intact. You want to make sure that your credit is intact. So all of that is, I guess you could say, the development from comprehensive financial planning. Yes. So that's the first step. So regardless of where you feel that you are right now, I tell everyone, if you have a 1099 or if you're a W-2er, you need to sit with a financial advisor. You need to sit with someone that you feel comfortable speaking with, because your financial advisor is just like your doctor. Your financial doctor, just like your doctor addresses you medically to find out what's going on to make you better. That's what the financial advisor does to make you financially astute.
I like that attitude, that analogy. And she's being so modest. She's like, you need to have a financial advisor. No, you need to have this financial advisor. I can do it. I can go on record. This is my live. We're live here at Atled Financial. That was so aggressive, wasn't it? It's my live. Right here on Ridge Road, 3801 Ridge Road in Highland, Indiana. You can also jump on that website, atledfinancial.com. That's atledfinancial.com. Our Friday trivia for the day. Did you know that Atled spells Delta backwards? Yes. So that's the way we remember it.
What it is that we bring to the table.
Give us that acronym.
We're accountability, that we share. We are loyal, that we are. We are experienced, that we are. We're trustworthy, that we are. And we're also dedicated.
Yes, those are also
Atled Financial spelled back.
And Delta is something that you also mirror those traits as a person. Trustworthy and all that good stuff. So I think I hit the lottery. I have to give my quick little story that she saw me years ago, little puppy dog eyes, saying, I'm making this, I owe this, help, let's make it all make sense. But she realized that I needed to learn how to eat the elephant one bite at a time. You're not going to walk out of here today debt free, but you can over time if we follow the rules and understand that this is a commitment that we have to make.
So when you were undressed financially, how did you feel when you when you walked out of that appointment?
I felt a sense of hope.
Okay.
I felt that you understood and that I wasn't the first one with this diagnosis, and that I wasn't in the worst position. It's just I wasn't where I thought I should be at my age. And we need to stop putting ourselves in categories. Different things happen to different people at different times of their life. There may be times where you can be in your 20s and you're making all this money, but you're not financially informed to say, man, I should have been putting this away. I should have been investing. And then something happens in your industry. Maybe that housing bubble, or that startup that you were investing in goes belly up, and all of a sudden you went from making $200,000 to $2, and it's like, but I spent all of that,
or I have nothing saved,
and nothing saved, and so I learned to stop judging myself and putting myself down and do something about it. Let's get these bills paid down, and not worrying about how much I make. Is what you're doing with your money.
And that is a good lead to individuals today. They feel that they can live on less, which is a great way to feel. And they also don't want to retire like their parents did. They want to retire at the age of 50 and do something else. And companies today, they have gotten away from the defined benefit, and they're really putting the responsibility on the participant to make sure that you are saving for your retirement, which is known as a defined contribution. And a lot of people say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and then they've been working with the company for 10 years and they still haven't done anything, and now they're mad at themselves. So again, if any one of you that's listening on this broadcast, that's you need to call the office on Monday. 219.
She said Monday, not today.
3710.
219.
And you need to set up your complimentary consultation so that we can speak to you. And again, that number is 219-513-3710. Or you can go to our website at www.atledfinancial.com and schedule an appointment. However, I do recommend that you speak to a financial advisor so you can turn that around, because a lot of people leave money on the table and don't realize it, because their employer feel like if you're not going to pay or put money aside for yourself, why should I?
Exactly. That's not my concern.
No.
Because the lawyers and all the other professionals, they're going to get their money regardless.
Yes.
And so now there's levels and pieces to the puzzle. And so, sometimes people say, well, I have an accountant, I got everything covered. But there are different pieces to your financial wealth building picture from what I've understood working with you over the years. So yes, I have an accountant. Yes, I have an attorney, but I also have a financial advisor, because each plays a different role when it comes to making sure my estate is intact. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because if people say, well, I have an accountant, I'm good to go, why do you disagree, or what is the benefit of having both?
It is great that you have an accountant, and if you are in business, you should also have a bookkeeper.
Okay.
They're tracking the numbers, they're making sure that you're accounting everything, and so that could be very beneficial for you when you are completing your taxes. Okay. Your accountant or your CPA, they're handling their area of specialization, which is tax.
Okay.
Your financial advisor handles his or her area of specialization, which is planning, retirement planning, investment planning, accumulation planning, estate planning. The attorney handles their specialty when it comes down to estate planning in regards to writing the legal document. So there's a marriage with the estate planner as well as the financial advisor, because the financial advisor is putting the product in place and the estate planner is putting the legal piece in place, so that as a result the two can combine together to make sure that it's a happy relationship that has developed in regards to your financial fitness and awareness.
Beautiful. Well, I'm glad to hear I'm doing the right thing. Now, here's the caveat, or the thing about this whole financial conversation we're having. We don't have them in black homes a lot of times, Delta. Why is that? As soon as we get to the dinner table, somebody want to start talking about money, accounts, wills, Big Mama's will, the funeral plot, everybody just scattered. Like, I don't want to talk about it. It makes me sad, or I don't know where any of the documents are. How do we turn that around, Delta?
We just have to continue to emphasize the importance of financial planning. I cannot tell you. I've been doing this. I've been in this industry 27 years. I don't get that piece. I don't understand it. It is a touch point, so it's almost like we have to learn how to talk about that particular conversation. But you say, I don't have to learn how to talk about any other conversation. Why should we learn how to talk about financial awareness? We need to know it.
Yes.
It's a hard conversation, but it becomes easy when you have done planning.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. So I will share personally, my father's 92.
Okay.
And we have monthly family meetings. Although we have the baseline of things all planned out, will and wealth, estate, that kind of thing. But it's good to just kind of know what's going on from month to month, changes in accounts, things that other bills that may come up that need to be paid.
Yes.
To ensure, even at his age, he's concerned about his credit score. He's like, wait a minute, we need to pay that on time. And I'm like, Daddy, we're making sure it's getting paid. But I think, like you said, over time, these conversations become easier. You're watching a CWIT session with Delta Jones Walker. I'm your girl, CWIT. We're at Atled Financial, Atled in Highland, Indiana, 3801 Ridge Road. Hit that website, atledfinancial.com. And when you finally talk to Delta, tell her that I sent you. These lives work. I am living proof. This works. Having somebody to stay on you about your finances. Ask Jocelyn Kelly. You ran her down, made sure she got it right, and now look, brand new restaurant right there on 2601 Broadway. Yeah. You can't do things like that and your financial affairs aren't in order. You just can't.
That's
just
true.
Throwing up buildings in the city where you can't do that. There's a process, and your financial advisor helps you. So 2 days left in Financial Literacy Awareness Month. Although we say here at Atled, it's year round. I see you have your sticky notes in true being Mary Jane fashion. Are those some tips on there that you want to share with us before we get out of here?
I just want the listening audience to know in our last 2 days left in quote unquote April Financial Literacy Month, but really Financial Literacy Month is 12 months out of the year.
Yes.
Okay. I need us to make sure that we are saving, we are watching our spending.
Yes, ma'am.
We are watching how we're borrowing because interest rates are very, very over the top. So be very mindful in how you're borrowing dollars and what are you using those dollars for. And I need you to make sure that you have your assets protected. So you need to make sure that your risk management is intact. So those are like the few bullet points that I would give you coming into the last 2 days, 3 days of this month, to just make sure that you have those bullet points addressed. If you feel like I'd have some questions regarding that, or to what magnitude are you speaking of, just give us a call here at Atled Financial at 219-513-3710, and we will be able to expound on the financial literacy bullet points that I've just shared.
I have a bullet. Oh, pick me. In addition to everything that we've talked about today, from estate planning to getting financially solvent, saving, and things like that, Delta can also assist and get you on the path of investing. After I got to the point where I was debt free, feeling comfortable with paying my basic things like mortgage, car notes, those types of things, and no more credit card debt. See, Delta, I was listening. I wanted to take it to the next step to say, well, how can I make my money work for me? And that's another taboo subject that we don't talk about, investing. And you don't have to be a millionaire to throw a few dollars toward investing and buying some stock.
No.
Talk about that a little bit, Del.
Well, first and foremost, I would recommend that you have your emergency reserves in place.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to feel like, oh yeah, I got this $10,000 sitting over here in the bank and it's not doing anything. So I'm just going to call Atled Financial and I'm just going to put it in investment. And then 2 weeks later you call and the market is down, mind you. And you call and you say, oh Delta, you know what? I got this bill.
I'm going to need that.
I'm going to need that. And I'm saying to you, the market is down. Well, I'm just going to have to take an L. And I'm going to have to cash out of that position. Well, that's not very smart.
Okay.
What is smart is making sure that you have dollars set aside for your emergency reserve. Once you've built that up, whether it's 3 months or 6 months
Of working.
of dollars that you need to take care of your
Bills.
monthly bills.
Okay, gotcha.
Discretionary income.
Okay.
Okay.
3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Okay.
I would tell you that will be the opportune time that you need to sit with the financial advisor to start your investment allocations, your
Portfolio, man.
And at that time, you might buy a share or two of Amazon, a share or two of Microsoft, a share or two of Google, a share or two of Exxon. People, in most cases, they try to stay close to things that they're familiar with. Okay. And then once they see it and they say, "Oh my God, it went down again," and they're watching everything that's on the financial channel, and they're saying, "Okay, the market's down. This is the ideal time to buy." And then they call the office and say, "What do they mean by this is the ideal time to buy?" And what they mean is, I always use the analogy of, you went to Macy's. Macy's had a shoe sale. What did you do?
I capitalized on that sale.
Same thing applies when you're purchasing equity positions.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Having a sale.
So that's how you have to look at it and capitalize from that perspective. And then the next step would be graduate into saving systematically. So just like you pay everybody else, you pay yourself, and you put the money in your brokerage account and purchase things on a systematic basis.
Well, you have definitely opened my eyes to that being another avenue of wealth building. Before we get out of here, the last thing I want to emphasize as we close out Financial Literacy Month, we talked about ourselves and getting ourselves in order. Legacy.
Yes.
Wealth building. What do we want to leave behind financially for our children?
Generational wealth.
There we go.
Okay, we don't want to just do legacy. We want to do generational. Okay. And the first step I would recommend is that you sit and you have a consultation, because you don't know where one person is versus another. So one person could be very well set to leave a benefit to a generation, or better yet, a legacy, where someone else, they haven't even started the process with themselves getting their house in order financially. So you catch a person right where they are, and you don't want to offend anyone. So the best recommendation that I could give on that, Chelsea, would be for someone who is listening on this broadcast, if they have a question or concern, to just give us a call at the office, so that we are catching you right where you are in your particular situation, and we can address the concerns that you have in regards to legacy building and generational wealth.
Wonderful. I am so happy to be here in Highland, Indiana with Delta Jones Walker, my financial advisor, my friend, my Howard sister, who is focused. She is laser focused on helping her clients reach their financial goals and be happy. I recognized one of your clients when I got here, one of my friends who was leaving out as I was coming in. They looked happy. I was like, yeah, man, retirement. They rolling that nice vehicle outside, but they're doing the right thing. They're staying on top of their finances, finding out what's the latest, checking in on investments and, trust funds. I'm sure they're doing it all. They know what to do, and I want you to know what to do. That person who's sitting there watching and you're a little nervous about sharing your financial information, get over that hump and get to Atled. AtledFinancial.com, 219-513-3710. Delta Jones Walker. Tell Delta I sent you. You will not be disappointed. I know I sound like an infomercial, and I do not care, because I speak the truth. There were nights I used to cry over my situation. I really did. And sometimes you just have to have a come to Jesus with your financial advisor and say, you can't buy this right now. You have to save this. You have to double up on this bill. You have to eliminate that expense. Whatever we need to do, it's about talking to a financial advisor to get it done.
And it works.
It works.
It works. It works.
Well, Delta, thank you for letting me hold you up. I know they get off at 3 at Atled on Fridays, so don't call up here now.
Well, we work hard. We're here all day, every day, Monday through Thursday. So, yeah. They can go.
They can go ahead. Well, I'm going to let you skedaddle out of here for your weekend. I want to thank everybody for watching this special CWIT session with Delta Jones Walker of Atled Financial. It is our hope and prayer that you will reach out to her to get this financial journey started or move it forward if you already are on that path. She is the one you want to talk to. Everybody have an amazing weekend.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. I can come back, right?
Yes, you can.
We'll see you next time.